All right, this is from Todd from the mountain. Hey Joe, why does national media insist on putting preseason expectations on UNC football? I guess there's some sort of like okay, there's a couple things that are going on here, all right? Let's look at the actual like what is this? JWP Sports CFB alerts. I don't know what that is.
Hey
This is
man,
almost like a
I'm not in a
this is
position
almost
to
like
question the media in 2023, so I'll just say,
okay,
hey,
you know
he made
what?
it to this guy's timeline.
You know what? You're right. I have to get over myself. I'm no
Yeah,
longer affiliated with a legacy media company. Although aren't we? Because we are going to be on the News and Observer.
we're
Regardless,
there.
I think this is where I pay my respects to Big Game Boomer. Okay. Big Game Boomer changed the game with
He did.
how he went about his social media, where he'd put up these lists and people would get engaged with these lists. The schools would retweet these lists. He came up with like, here are your top 50 strength and conditioning coaches in college football. I'm like, how do you know this? Didn't matter for Big Game Boomer. He was putting that damn list together and off he goes. So I think that he was a trailblazer, man. And now you got a lot of other websites that are trying to basically copying, or Twitter accounts that are copying what Big Game Boomer was doing. But look, college football is not hard to understand when it comes to the preseason. There's too many football teams. So what do you do, Joe? When you were starting to look, when you were an AP college football top 25 voter, what was the first thing you looked at when it came
First
to a
thing,
football team? The first thing you looked at.
quarterback.
What does North Carolina have?
Who's got a good quarterback? And Carolina's got Drake May. I think
Right.
then you look at the schedule and then you look at the offensive line. Those are the three things that I would do.
Mhm.
And Carolina's schedule has some early opportunities for them, but there's no arguing with Drake May's talent. That's what I responded to Todd from the mountain. Yeah, I get it. Carolina did not finish last year the way that anybody would have wanted to. They had a lot of turnover on defense. That actually might turn out to be a good thing for them. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mhm.
I could see them actually getting better. Now, of course, it's not the same recruiting star ratings, but I'm not sure that really matters in football, to be perfectly honest with you. So I like Carolina's chances to outscore some teams. They did that a lot last year. I think they can
Yeah.
do that again with Drake May and some of the receivers that they brought in the transfer portal. I love Josh Downs. You know this,
Mhm.
but they had a tendency last year to be Josh Downs heavy. And I do think they can diversify some of their offense next year, which
And
I
he
think
still
will really
found a
help.
way. That was the best part about it. Like it's one thing
Oh,
when you
yeah,
know
yeah.
who the go-to guy is, he still found ways to do it. Josh Downs was amazing.
I
Yeah, I
love
mean, so
Josh Downs because of the way that he reminded me of Torrey Holt.
yeah,
Everybody knew Torrey
yeah.
Holt was getting the football, and he still got it, still made plays. Josh was like that. I'm eager to see him get his chance in the NFL.
And the other thing too, when it comes to North Carolina, is that Mac Brown's still likable, man. Mac Brown
Oh,
can
the
charm
best.
you, and he's the best at that, and that's
They might
always
take
going
this
to
as
give North Carolina. What's
he
that?
might take this as an insult, but he is the king of the offseason. Like he
He
really
is.
is.
He is.
He really
And
is. He's awesome.
honestly, but that matters in college football. Winning
It
off
does.
seasons,
Whether
recruiting,
he's at
all that
Texas
stuff.
or Carolina,
That
absolutely.
absolutely matters. And he is the best. One of the best, if not the best. From Terminally Confused, hey, Joe, Armstrong or Morris? Brennan Armstrong or MJ Morris as your preferred QB1 at NC State, and why?
I don't know about preferred. I would just say to you that Brennan Armstrong is here for a reason. He's an older
Mm-hmm.
player. I think you have to take advantage of that, both in college basketball and college football. He's a 6-year player, and he's familiar with the offensive system that Robert and I is putting in and is going to put in, and that the Wolfpack are going to run this season. The thing with Morris, talented, super talented. I want him to be healthy. I want him to understand what he's doing. It's
Mm-hmm.
a slight risk that he could leave if Armstrong is the starter this year, as most normal people expect Armstrong to be the starter. I would
Yeah.
love for this situation to work out that MJ Morris is able to redshirt, which he wasn't able to do last year as a true
Mm-hmm.
freshman. I would love for him to redshirt and then next year have a full grasp of everything that Anai wants to do and then be the starter for the next 3 years. Remember now, MJ Morris enrolled last year, does not have a COVID year. So he's now like back on our normal schedule.
We're back
He
on
has,
it. It's like
yeah,
my general feeling of like, wow, man, why do the playoffs seem like it's so early? Oh, that's right, because we stopped pushing everything back.
back on normal. So it's 5 years to play 4. He played in
Mhm.
more than 4 games last year because remember, you can play in as many as 4 games and retain your year of eligibility. So Morris next year, you could see him actually even play in 4 games, but still redshirt. So
Yeah.
that would be the plan I would love to see for NC State. I'm sure that's probably what their hope is as well.